After a week off and some time in between, we're back
Baby.
because we couldn't find the bleachers last week, and that was a problem. We were on the
They
field
were,
playing. Welcome to another episode of Bleacher Talk. Will Thomas here, along as always with
Mom.
the mother of mine, Mom. We took a little
Yep.
hiatus, took a little break last week.
Yeah.
Got busy,
Well,
you know.
but it was busy. Well, tired. Man,
Uh,
it's a lot going on in life. People, it's you got to take a break once in a while. Get out of the bleachers. You get bleacher butt if you
yeah,
don't.
you gotta, you know,
Nobody
we had
wants
to get
it.
up, go to the concession
Why did
stand,
they?
go to the team store, go try to
Oh,
check out some new gear. As we got
walk around.
a lot on tap today. Talk some MLB
Oh
playoffs.
wow.
That's
Okay.
getting going. But I want to start in some breaking news that came across today.
Do we have to do the do a little ticker tape?
And I just want to get this because I mean I'm just gonna say it. We have
Uh-oh.
some avid sports gamblers in our family. I will not say names. We will not disclose names. We have friends. We have family members. There's a lot of
Friends,
people.
families, animals,
Yeah. Um,
everyone. We bet
but
on
the big
everything.
news right now coming out today is
Hmm.
that the NCAA Division One
Okay.
Administrative Committee on Wednesday adopted a proposal to allow student athletes and athletic department staff to bet on professional sports. So this is big because let me just give you some.
What?
Yeah. So this is why I want to talk
What?
about. I'll give you a little backstory. So
Oh,
normally
okay.
college athletes and um, athletic department staff, such as
Hmm.
myself, are
Yes.
not allowed to bet on collegiate sports or professional
Okay.
sports, or really it's any sports that have an NCAA championship associated with it. So
Okay.
like football's got an NCAA college football championship. Basketball's got a
Okay.
so like since college football has an NCAA championship, that means you can't do the NFL. You couldn't do Canadian football. The same with like basketball. You can't technically, you can't do college basketball. You can't do NBA. You can't do Korean basketball. But like sports like
Why couldn't you do Korean basketball?
I'm just throwing an example. Sports like
You can do cheerleading. I don't think cheerleading has NCAA on it.
I don't know if they're an NCAA sanctioned sport, but like let's take um cricket.
Golf, cricket,
Golf has an NCAA.
badminton, Nana sport, badminton.
Badminton you can bet
Hmm.
on, but now this is changing it to where we would be allowed to bet on professional sports, still not college sports, but
Well,
like
you shouldn't get to yeah.
NFL. That this is a big rule because I have friends who work in the professional ranks, and so
Hmm.
take like our friend Griffin Allen, great guy. He
Our
works.
great friend
He
Griffin
works
Allen, who
for
got me to go down the slide.
he works for the
Thank
Milwaukee
you,
Brewers.
Griffin.
They are
Yes, he
not
does.
allowed to bet on MLB baseball. They can bet on
That
any
makes
other
sense.
sport,
Okay.
not MLB baseball.
Okay.
I've been a huge supporter that they should open up, um, and they should make the college kind of like that. First of all, I don't agree with athletic department staff not being able to gamble, um, because it doesn't make sense to me. I know
Well,
the reason behind it is that they feel like student or department staff have inside knowledge that the public doesn't know, which is fair.
sure.
I mean,
Well, that's fair, but that means you would win and maybe you wouldn't win. That's why it's called gambling. You don't always
could I
win.
figure out who the refs are, before everybody else does, or could I figure out what the weather or if someone's injured? Yes, but also in
Okay.
my thought is these collegiate student athletes should be going to class. You don't think they have classmates who talk to them? Like, what is different than a, a basketball player
Explain
being a
that to
broadcast?
me. Like a
Well,
classmate saying what?
hey, who's playing this week? Are you playing?
Oh, oh,
You know what I
oh,
mean?
yeah, that's no different than that.
That's my thought. I said there's more times that kids know what's going on about other students than I do. I don't talk to student athletes. So like I'm a very
Stay
big
away from
avid
them.
to let now when it comes to college athletes, I think they should
Mhm.
be treated and not be able to gamble on their own sport, just like professionally. You know?
So football players can't gamble in any college football
Correct.
games. Okay.
Or
Because they could swing those games.
yeah, I
I
mean,
mean,
yeah.
that's the
And I
reason
don't even know
for
if you want to go to the whole extent to any college football because I can't believe that like a player on Western Illinois' football team could get know somebody you maybe know on like San Jose State's football team.
Man, you're just itching to have a 2020 episode on that,
But
or a 30 for 30 on
like they
ESPN.
shouldn't be
That's
able
what's
to
going to
gamble on
happen.
their own team because the whole thing is you don't want to make it so people can shave points.
Right.
So don't let student athletes bet on
Uh-huh.
themselves, gamble on their own teams, gamble on the games they're playing in. That's my solution. Because at
Aren't
the
they
end of the
already
day,
gambling on themselves? Life's a gamble. Sorry.
Illinois does it like Illinois does it smart in my eyes. In the state of Illinois, you cannot
Mm.
gamble on any collegiate Illinois teams.
So
So
even if you could gamble on collegiate teams as a college student, you couldn't do any Illinois teams if you're in Illinois.
correct.
So no WIU can do EIU
Correct. We
or
can't
EIEIO.
a
Okay.
student could not be on Western Illinois' campus and bet on a Western Illinois game. They would have to travel to a different state that sports gambling is legal. So they'd have to realistically drive to Iowa to place
And then
that
they
bet.
could bet on Illinois games.
Yes. But like Illinois
Well,
or
that's just playing the game.
Iowa doesn't have player props allowed from what I've seen.
Oh, player props are fun.
Yeah, so they don't let you do player
That's how I won
props.
$100 last year at the Super Bowl.
So every state's got a little different, and I think there's a right way, but the whole shaving points thing doesn't make sense to me. And this is why I'm
Mm-hmm.
excited and I'm happy for this. Everybody
Okay.
gets caught up on who's going to try to shave points, who's going to cheat and try to make a lot of money. I don't know any gambler that's done that and succeeded. I mean, I guess I wouldn't know because you only know about the people who fail.
Succeeded? You mean succeed? What about Pete Rose?
Well, he got caught, didn't he?
Well, yeah, but he succeeded in making money.
Yeah,
What's your definition of success?
not
Getting
getting
away with
caught.
it?
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
okay. Then he did not succeed in
I
it.
just don't like. I don't think like we're in such a new era in a new way of
Hmm.
doing this that I understand why you don't want a kid betting, $5 on himself to go score under 10 points because he could easily make that happen. But
Hmm.
also, you know how easy it is for him to go to Biology 101 and have somebody talk to him? The guy
Super
sitting next to
easy.
his lab partner in lab be like, "Hey, dude, 9 points tonight, maybe only split the profits." Like,
Oh,
you know how I
yeah.
mean?
See,
Like, how is
well,
that any?
that's probably already going on. But the thing is, they still risk losing. Now, I don't think your guys have scholarships at your D1. They
Yeah, we do.
might.
We do.
Okay, well then you have scholarships. So they risk losing all that. Okay, can I say my 2 cents?
Yeah, I want to get your thoughts on. Do you
And I'm
think
going to
this is a
talk out
good?
of both sides of my
Is
mouth.
this a good
I'm
transition,
going
or
to
are you
talk
a
out of
full?
3 sides of my mouth.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I don't want to start doing stuff like that. Sorry. That was bad.
Turn off her camera.
Both sides of my mouth. Um, so my concern when you're allowing, oh no, I'm going to take that back because my concern would be when you're allowing athletes to start to gamble, kids at such a young age, because you can gamble at 18, right? With the
21.
sports betting, you
21.
have to be 21.
You have to be
Oh,
21.
so no matter, okay. Still, if you're starting to get people into that gambling thing at 21, and I know that we do
Well,
it
I should
because I'm all, go ahead.
I should clarify. So 21 is like over unders, money line, spread bets. At 18, some of these apps are letting you do quote unquote parlays of player
Ah,
props because it's technically considered daily fantasy because
interesting.
it's based
I
on
love workarounds.
because
It's so
it's
good.
based on a player's production, not a team's production. So it's like fantasy.
Okay.
It's like okay,
Uh-huh. Okay, I get it.
so you can do that at 18 in some states.
Interesting.
So
Interesting. I did not know that. I still have trouble understanding the spread stuff. I mean, I get the spreads, but like we've had those discussions.
yeah,
Anyways,
yeah,
so my big thing is I worry about so from a mom standpoint, I think about like kids getting into these addictive type behaviors
yeah.
because it will develop into something. I mean, we're already there, but we're already like exposed to so many addictive things as far as like phones go and the dopamine and the need, the TV shows and everything. So part of me is like, oh, but then I can see the reason for not doing it, because the concern would be, well, we don't want to give anybody that. Well, now we have NIL, so kids can make money that way. Before, I would be more concerned because you didn't have NIL, so it's like, well, if an athlete wants to make a little extra money, there's a great way to make some money. I'll fix the game a little bit. Who cares? I got my numbers in, or whatever it might be. But now you have the NIL, so who cares about that? They're going to make money one way or another. I am all about the fun. So I think gambling with the right kind of environment actually can make sports way more interesting, way more interesting, and people learn and they pay attention to them. I mean, that was one reason why we all started kind of just having fun little bets. I mean, and you and I will bet on everything when we're at the Brewers game. We don't, not online, but with each other, we're always betting as far as like, yeah. I bet he swings and misses. I bet he makes it the first. I bet you he trips on his feet.
Little penny bets 20, here and there.
Yeah. Well, and that's how we both lost $100 to Andrew, like immediately. Man, that sucked. He owes us that money. We're gonna get that back, Andrew. He's not getting a Christmas gift this year because of that. But I think that it's good. I think it's okay to open it up to college athletes. However, I do agree with the fact of keeping it. You can't bet on your own sport. But you can bet on your own sport if it's out of your conference. Like, why couldn't anybody from the Big Ten bet on the SEC?
Yeah.
Like, why not? Yeah, why not? Because, I mean, as long as you're not playing each other, I don't think they have, because Alabama's in the SEC, right?
True.
Yeah, so I mean, you play each other eventually as a non-conference game, maybe.
Yeah.
But I don't know. But then again, you have to have somebody regulating that. So who's going to be doing the checks and the balances with that to make sure that, like, me, Ms. Badger, isn't going to go bet on the game that I'm about to play with Alabama?
Well, I think the big thing is what you look at now is, you look at how sports betting, sports gambling has evolved over the last, say,
oh my God, 30, it's huge. Can you imagine this, like, even 5 years ago?
Yeah.
To know, like, it would be all over TV and they're like, hey, bet, hey, get extra money.
Every sporting event gives you, here's the live.
Everything. You can bet on every sporting event.
I mean, and so you
on the Olympics, which is fun.
You take a look and you think, back to the 80s and 90s, and you hear that, the bookie, and making sure people pay their bookies, and you do that, and then it's that started transitioning to, like, the offshore websites, you would say, the Bovadas and all those kind of websites, which are just using offshore stuff in different countries, whatever. And now it's really translated into, okay, it was first. Well, you can do it at a casino. You have to go in person. You have to go place bets. Like in Vegas, you got to go place bets. And now
it's at the window, in person.
It's straight on your phone. There's kiosks in stadiums. Like,
I
went to the United Center in Chicago. They got a FanDuel lounge where I could place bets in the arena. So my whole thing is,
now that's laziness. You can get it on your phone. You go in there and do it in there.
But you go and you beforehand place your bets, get a drink at their little bar, watch some TV. My whole thing,
is it a free drink?
I don't know.
That would be the bonus.
I didn't go in. I didn't think there was a need.
Oh, that would be the bonus. Well, you can't go in because you're probably. Oh no, you weren't. Well, you're an employee, so you can't go.
I could go in.
You work for a college.
Yeah. My whole thing is like, regulate. You mentioned regulate. How do you regulate this?
Yeah.
Well,
right.
Everything's geo-tracked. I mean, you're getting, like, your phone location because...
Yeah, but it's so much work. Who's going to run that? I mean, you can.
But I think
everything can be audited,
everything's
but
getting
who's going to do
run.
that?
I mean, you just build something, and I think, like, as you can see, things are getting flagged. When there's a crazy amount of money going on a certain thing, it's raising.
Yeah.
Like, maybe somebody who's betting, $5 or $10, if you don't win a lot... Because, I mean, the rule is you can't... The rule is that you cannot gamble. It's that you cannot make a profit. So you can freely gamble.
You can lose money?
And lose. You can freely. It's not
against... What if you won and you lost, but so you won some, but then you ended up losing and you didn't make a profit? You could do that.
Technically, you're not allowed.
Technically, you're not making a profit.
Technically, you're not allowed to receive any money off anything.
What if you never actually receive it? What if it stays in an account, you never touch it? Because isn't receiving it the action of like finalizing the final
But and
destination.
if technically if you keep it under
Mm.
$600 and you never have to file taxes on that income.
Shh. Don't tell Donnie.
Yeah.
Donnie will be calling you up.
So
Hey,
my question to you is now, with if they're going to allow athletes to bet on professional sports, do you think that's a trend that will be leading towards a possibility of like opening up to um
opening up to all what do you mean
all college
all
sports?
kids?
Or
All college
do you think
sports.
that they will treat the college sports like they treat professional, where it's like you can gamble, but you cannot gamble on your sport? So like a women's basketball player can't gamble on women's basketball.
Yeah.
Gamble on men's basketball, could gamble on football. Football player can't do football, but it could do men and women's basketball, baseball, here and there.
And the stupidity of who's ever making these rules is to think that like professional athletes aren't friends with other professional athletes from
Yeah.
other sports. That if they wanted to fix it, if they wanted to get the not to get the end, maybe get the end, but or to try to have a game fixed, it can be done no matter what. Like where there's a will of the way, there's a human. So all the stupid rules kind of are
Well,
stupid
and this
rules.
is, I mean, it's the same
My
point here. You know how many college kids are going to professional sports? I mean, take kids
yeah,
like
one
Alabama.
percent.
Well, take kids like that play football at Alabama or, you know, Ohio State. Those kids are going. Those kids are going pro.
Just
Oh,
just like the commercial says, they go pro in something other than their sport.
but you know what
If
I
they
mean.
start to bet on accounting or teaching, then we got issues.
But
No, I don't. I think my big thing is I think let the kids bet on the sports. I didn't realize that college athletes could not bet. I guess I would have asked you like what the like why. Same thing. I always ask you why you can. I'm like you work for a university and you're in the athletic department, but that doesn't mean you have any ties to the Packers or
yeah,
to the Bears or to the Bucks.
yeah,
So that really just always kind of baffled me. I just think what happens is when you're doing something that is not supposed to be like now it's so socially acceptable. I think you still have to get rid of some of the stigma that it's not. And so they have to have these rules and parameters. Because if you just let if you just let shit hit the fan, it might just hit the fan. So you
yeah.
just gotta you maybe just have to have some guidelines to make sure, but I foresee it. Yeah, I foresee it like going to college sports because why wouldn't it? And if those guys are dumb enough to think that athletes aren't already betting on collegiate sports just using dead grandma's name or the dog or whatever,
And some
they're
of them are
dumb.
using theirs.
There you go. Like, why not? I mean, I just think, but but here's the thing is you definitely don't want to you don't want to introduce something that can actually become a societal, like, uh, uh, it can become harmful. But we do it with drinking, we do it with tobacco, we do it with weed. I mean, so
Yeah, I mean,
it's like gambling is just another thing that you can become addicted to. I would much rather see something be normalized. Okay, so I'm really doing it. I'm running a circle. People are probably listening like, what in the hell is her point of view?
where's she
But
stop it?
if it's going to become normalized, then educate on how to keep it in check. But here's what you don't do. You don't educate it by putting the phone number during a commercial. If you think you have a gambling problem, please call. Like who in the hell sits during a football game and goes, I think I might have a gambling problem. I just bet on that field goal. I'm going to call. Nobody.
Yeah,
Nobody does that. So NFL, NCAA, Gamblers Anonymous, like come up with a better method.
yeah.
I am sorry, but that is stupid. But I'll tell you one thing that really got me a couple of years ago this happened. And this is when I was like, oh, this gambling stuff this is okay. Um, I'm okay. I didn't have to hide my dark, deep secrets anymore. When ESPN, when we're watching game day and they have the ESPN, the people from Las Vegas pop in with all the picks,
Yeah.
like the picks, the spreads, the who's playing, the who's not playing, injuries, like weather conditions. I'm
That's what
like,
I'm saying.
oh, this is all the
That
stuff that dad studies.
this
Like,
inside information is now becoming way more public.
well, yeah, there is no. That's why when you talk about inside information, like honestly, anything the kid is asking or anything you might know by calling, like, hey, what refs are tonight? That's already out there.
Yeah.
Like ESPN knows that. People know who's reffing. People like these aren't secrets. It's not like they come like as superheroes masked up and they get
Yeah.
in their little phone booth and change quick. And you go,
Yeah.
oh, I don't. So
It's an
there's
interesting
my,
world.
yeah, it really is. I think my biggest thing is I think with gambling, it does, if you, when you do it safe, as far as use protection, no, when you gamble with small amounts, when you're not going to lose the house or the car or your kids, when you do simple fun bets, $1, $10, I don't like,
Called
even when I went to
responsible
Vegas, I
gambling.
did, yeah, responsible. I did $100. I mean, I did $100 parlay and I hit big. I got 330 out of that.
Yeah.
That was boom. I was so excited. I held on to that money. I didn't spend it for like a month. I just put it in my wallet and I'd look at it and I go, oh, you're so pretty. And I'd put it back.
Yeah.
But when you do like fun bets, like I think with dad, I think last year with the NFL, I think I ended up winning $12.47. But
It was like the
twelve
first,
dollars and 47 cents
wasn't it
ahead.
like the first shot of the game would be a missed attempt or something like that?
No, with no, that was, I don't know what that was, but the one that I did win on was the kick for return,
Oh yeah.
for a return touchdown, and it was, no, that wasn't it. It was, will the first play of the game be a run or a pass? That
Yeah.
was it.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, but those are fun.
Yeah,
And then you know what
I
you
think it's
do?
about
You pay attention.
I think it's all about it be doing it in a responsible manner. I mean, you want to throw the
Yeah.
addictive stuff out there. There's so many things that are introduced at the college and high school, even now level, that is addictive. And yeah, do
Hmm.
you get worried like things will trickle down to high school sports? And will no, it won't. It will never get to that point. Um,
Well, and if it does, people are betting on that stuff already. They're just doing it with a handshake behind the bleachers,
yeah,
not talking. Don't talk when you're in the bleachers. You watch the game.
yeah,
But yeah, they're just doing it. If
but
people who have a real problem are already doing that.
yeah, it's just
So,
about responsibleness and
mhm,
with anything addictive,
exactly.
you know, knowing
Yeah.
when you have a problem, you know.
It's about moderation,
Yeah.
right?
So,
It's about knowing when to say, and that's what our whole family does that. We all look at it like dad always, he wins 3 in a row and he's like, I think I'm going to sit one out.
yeah,
And he's like, I think I'm just going to watch this game. I won 3 in a row. I'm just going to.
relax. But well,
Mhm.
I wanted to bring that up because that
There's
was
my rant.
news today, and I wanted to throw that and get your opinion. And now I want to jump into some other stuff that's going on in the world right now, and that's the Major League Baseball playoffs. Uh,
Yes.
Milwaukee
Very much
Brewers
so.
tough 4-3 loss today to the Cubs. Still had two.
Yeah, what's up with
It's
that?
okay. I mean,
I've been wearing this all over.
it's so
I wore it for all my meetings, all those Pennsylvania Philly fans.
yeah, they're
I
playing right
said,
now.
you just wait until we meet.
See you in Milwaukee, right?
See you in Milwaukee.
The Brewers did the thing. They got up 2-0. We got
Mhm.
guaranteed 3 games. Just got to win one. I figured the Brewers in 4, so we'll see what happens tomorrow. But I want to talk about some other stuff in baseball, and I just want to get
No. I'm going to talk about this quick. I
okay.
called this. We could have bet on it. I said the Brewers. I've talked to 2 people today that thought the Brewers were going to sweep. I said absolutely not. They're not going to sweep. Not because the Brewers suck. The Brewers are great. You know why? Money and marketing. You got to make money in commercials. You got to make money in the fans. You got to make money
I
in the
don't.
sales.
I don't think
Oh,
that.
I know you don't agree with me on that. I totally agree. They will play on Saturday. They will
No
play on
shot.
Saturday.
There's not going to be a game 5.
Nope. It'll be a stressful. Milwaukee's going to be packed. Hotels already being booked. I feel it in the air.
Nah.
I'll put money on it. You want to bet on it? I bet
Nope.
on it. I'll
Nope.
bet
Don't
you.
want to. Can't. Not allowed.
That's because you can't. You're not allowed.
But no, I mean, it's so hard to sweep a team these days. And yeah, 4-3 Brewers had chances. Bases loaded in the 8th. Leadoff double that inning. Maybe you bunt him over to third. You would have scored the tying run. But Brewers and
Mhm.
Cubs played, and the season series was 7-6 in favor of the Cubs. Now it's 8-8 after these 3 games. So,
Okay.
I mean, that kind of gives you these teams are just that good. I mean, and it's baseball. Any given day, it's
You
so
think
hard
the
to beat.
Cubbies are really that good?
I mean, they're a 90-win team. They're a good baseball team.
I don't. I know. I just figured it's all luck. Don't tell Dad that.
Yeah, maybe
But
it is. But I mean, I think the Brewers win
I just,
tomorrow. I think the Brewers in 4. I think that's just a reasonable thing. You know,
oh man, I
you're in
just
front of a
don't think.
home
What do you think
crowd.
the score is going to be tomorrow?
I think the Brewers
I,
put 7 runs up tomorrow. I think it's going to be
I
about
was 5-7 is what I was going to say. five
I
seven.
don't think the Cubs are scoring 5. I think the Cubs might
You
score 2.
don't?
No, Cubs have only
No.
Cubs are a first inning team.
Weather's going to be beautiful. It's going to be just like this, Will,
Mom,
in
it's
Chicago.
Mom, it's going to be the game's going to be scheduled right now for 8 o'clock at night. So it's going to be about the
Oh,
first
is it
inning right now.
really?
Yeah, it's going to be cold.
It's going to be chilly.
It might
But
get
your
moved up
Cubs,
depending on the Dodgers Phillies game tonight because that series could end with the Dodgers up 2-0.
yeah, isn't that crazy? Yeah, but somebody we could have said that yesterday with the Brewers.
Yeah. So, um, it's the what I want to talk about is surprises. You
Oh
know
boy.
what has surprised you in the Major League Baseball season, really these playoffs. I mean, I think one thing you have to look at is the New York Mets and their downfall. A surprise that a team with a
Mm.
$330 million payroll can't make the
How
playoffs.
much
Over $330 million is their
for
pay
the Mets?
is the price of their roster.
Who even cares if they're a team? I don't even remember they're around. I thought you were going to talk about the Yankees and the Sox,
Yeah. But,
Red Sox.
so
Who
do you have anything that surprised you going into these playoffs, or you didn't even nope, nope.
You know what surprised me? That I knew the date of the World Series. That
Did
I
you know
knew the Brewers had a bye.
The World Series date could get moved up?
Well, to the 23rd, but right now it's pretty firm on the 24th.
No, I think it could get moved up earlier.
No, they haven't. They already haven't mapped out. Somebody said the 23rd, but they haven't mapped out to start the 24th.
Yeah, but it all depends on if the championship series on both ends in a sweep, they'll move up. And I think
They
it's
will because they want people to get bored.
yeah, they don't want to have that time off. So
Everybody, everybody needs words. Okay, so what surprised me with so I'll be honest. You're not gonna like this. It surprised me that the Brewers made it because I was expecting. I know you don't like it. Just let me say, the Brew Crew was doing really, really good, and I kind of expected them to start to and end up as a wild card and not get in. So what surprised me is the fact that they weren't a wild card. What surprised me is that the didn't the Sox beat the Yankees?
nope, the Yankees
No,
beat the
Yankees
Sox.
beat. Okay, maybe that's me hoping that the Sox would beat the Yankees. I didn't want the Yankees to win. Um, I I think I didn't even know LA Dodgers were around anymore. So I guess that whole thing. And apparently they're good because they're playing.
They got it.
I had to put on my cuticle cream. Got to keep your cuticles moist, Will. Um, yeah, so I think the biggest thing that really surprised me is that the Brewers are really that they got the bye and they are doing it. And
The
I'm going to
best team
knock
in
on
baseball.
wood. What?
They have the
Best
best
team
record.
in baseball. Yeah, isn't that crazy? I
No.
mean, that's awesome. It's awesome crazy is what it is.
Yeah.
Now, what I want is I don't want them to let anyone down in Milwaukee or that's a Brewers fan. So don't mess this up, Brewers. There
Yeah.
you go.
I I will say the Brewers, if it was April, and definitely after starting 0-4 and getting 20 runs put on them opening weekend on a Saturday from the New York Yankees to start the season, if you would have told me that in September we'd be walking into the playoffs as the best team in
Yeah,
baseball, like I would be
there you
surprised.
go.
Um,
There you go.
I'm not surprised that the way they play baseball, they got hot. Um, what surprises me is from an overall how many teams that are really less known teams are at the top. I mean, obviously people know the Brewers, but they're technically they're a small market team. They don't have the money to pay these players. They got the youngest
Yeah.
average
What's their payroll? When
121
you're
million,
how much?
121 million,
Holy crap. And the Mets got over 300 million?
over 330
How does that happen? Like
because
why isn't somebody is that's sales? I mean that
there's no salary cap in baseball. It's the only there's no salary cap. So you can play the Mets have a
was there
player.
salary cap in football
Yes.
and in hockey
Yes.
and in the WNBA?
Yes, I believe so.
That sucks. They don't really make much of a salary anyways. I make more than Caitlin Clark.
But
So
like
and how
but
about
like
the
listen to
NBA?
this. Juan Soto for the New York Mets
Hmm.
signed a contract as a free agent this past year. The deal is for 15 years. He signed a 15-year contract worth $765 million.
Shut up. Hold on. Okay. Hold on. I'm doing math. This is going to take a while. This is a class I skipped in high school. So how much? 700 and what?
$765 million over the next 15 years.
I don't even know how to put that in the calculator. Holy crap. Divided by 15. He's getting $51 million a year
Mm-hmm.
divided by 300. Hold on. 360. Wait, timeout equals divided by 365, right? Days in
Yeah.
a year, except in leap. That's leap year, right? Isn't it 3? Never mind. Doesn't matter.
Don't ask me that.
He's making 100. He's making $139,000, basically 139,726.03 That's really important. Those pennies. Don't get
Those
rid of
pennies.
pennies. He
Don't
needs
get
those.
rid.
So hang on. So he's making that. Oh, what the finger licking good's going on? Oh, hold on. Oh, now I get all messed up. Hang on. 750 million divided by 15 years. Why is that different now? Now it's only 50 million. I lost a million.
Yeah.
I
Man.
thought I said 51 million. Okay, anyways, divided by 365. Yeah, something got messed up. Anyways, okay. So 136,986. So 136,986 divided. So that's a day. That all got messed up somehow. I was doing math wrong somewhere. Okay. Divided by 24 hours in a day. He's making $5,707.75 an hour.
Yeah.
When he sleeps, if he sleeps an 8-hour day, he makes 40. He makes your salary
In a year.
while he sleeps in one day.
Yeah.
What? You know what I want to call that?
So going
I
back
can't
to
say it. Can you bleep out things?
no, you can't believe out things.
Can I say it's a luck nard? That's what I'm going to call him. He's a luck nard.
He's a luck nerd. But so to give you, I went and looked at the payrolls.
What is he going to do with that money? Time out. What is he going to do with that money? Is he going to donate it? Well, I know the IRS is going to get half of it, so that's fine. So he's only going to make 2,500 when he sleeps. I hope he puts away in his 401k so he's not broke.
But you look at some of
World.
these teams. So that's what I think surprised me is the teams at the top. I mean, the Mets, the Dodgers have a payroll of $321 million and change. The Yankees have a payroll of 293 million and change. The Phillies have a payroll of 284 and change. Toronto has a payroll of 239 million and change. So out of the four teams, or out of the top five teams, you have four postseason teams, with the Mets not being there. But then you look, the number 6 team, the Rangers, not in the playoffs. The number 7 team, the Astros, not in the playoffs. The 8 team, the Braves, not in the playoffs. The Padres made the playoffs. They were number 9. The Cubs come in at number 10. But then you trickle all the way down in the number 20.
Wait, can I guess? The Brewers are 24th.
23. 23.
Oh, I was trying to read your lips. Okay.
23rd team is the Milwaukee Brewers. So that's what surprises me, is a team that's really small market. But also, since we're on this, I just want to, I just want to talk about some of these baseball free agency contracts, because I just think so. Obviously, Juan Soto is the highest paid baseball player at 15 years, 765 million. Shohei Ohtani.
Oh, 65. I did the wrong. I did 750. Sorry, 765. That's what. Okay.
Shohei Ohtani, who's a two-way, player for the Dodgers, pitcher. He pitches and he hits home runs because he bats.
Okay.
Modern day Babe Ruth. He signed a 10-year, $700 million contract. He's the second highest player played. Aaron Judge is the third highest player paid. He's on a 9-year deal with the Yankees at $360 million. Bryce Harper on the Phillies, 13 years to $330 million. Corey
So,
Seager and Yoshinobu Yamamoto are both on. Well, Corey Seager's on a 10-year deal for 325 million.
Mhm.
Yamamoto 12-year deal, 325 million.
Isn't that, isn't that, isn't
Because
that a
what do you
Mario
do?
Kart? That's a Mario Kart character.
Well,
Is that what you
he
just
is
said?
from Japan, so
Okay, so here's my thing. Here's my thing.
yeah,
Are these guys guaranteed money if they get hurt?
yeah. A lot of these contracts have guaranteed money clauses,
Oh, they're so
or
smart. I would have done that no matter.
in you
So,
know what they're
but
actually
here's
smart about is a lot of these in it because it helps the team too in an aspect of like your payroll right now is a lot of these guys are deferring their payments down the road. So they'll
what?
so they'll take, you know, X amount of money right now because it
Mhm.
keeps this year's budget low. But in 2037, they could be out of baseball sitting on their couch and they're going to get a paycheck from
But
this
they might
guy.
not, but they're not going to get, they probably aren't getting the full amount. They're probably getting, I mean, unless we look at like who, Fickle. I mean, look at Fickle's buyout. I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes these buyouts are crazy
It's
too.
nothing, it's
So
nothing like that. But
I know, but I'm just saying that people are smart. And I guess that's a
Bobby
good
Bonita,
thing. They got
they
smart.
call it Bobby Bonita Day, June 1st. He deferred his
Yeah.
contract. And on June 1st, this guy hasn't been in the league for 20 years. June 1st, he gets $1 million from the New York Mets. Guy put his contract like that, signed it big, did not do anything, ended up out of baseball, and he collects a nice $1 million paycheck every June 1.
For how many years?
I forget how long it was going. I wonder. I think it's
That's crazy. I just don't so here's my concern with the Brewers being 23rd. There is something, there's a lot of pride. And you're gonna you that really says that you're getting you're getting guys who are
so. So Bobby
wanting to
Bonilla.
play for the money they're making. Go ahead.
I spoke incorrectly. It's not June 1. It's July 1. Bobby Bonilla on July 1 will collect a check from the New York Mets for $1,193,248.20. He will get that. He will
Two
get.
dimes.
He will get that payment every year from 2011 to 2035.
Oh, he's brilliant. Except half of that's going to the government, but he's brilliant.
Yeah,
Still, that's a great annual salary. I mean, $500,000 to bring home.
on
You
just
can live nice on that.
yeah. I mean, and that he mean he's
You can invest that. You can definitely. I think so. My concern comes with, let's just say the Brewers win the World Series.
yeah,
I assume there's bonuses for winning stuff, just
of
like with the
course,
Super Bowl.
of course.
Well, then these guys are going to want more money. They're going
Yeah,
to
I
want
mean,
bigger money.
it's the
They're going to leave.
that's the problem. I mean, that's the problem with a team like the Brewers, and every Brewers fan knows it. You know, there's a reason why Jackson Churio was
I
signed to
liked him.
the largest contract the Brewers have ever given before he even stepped foot in the major leagues.
So
Because
nobody else could take him.
they're like, we got to get this guy now because if he becomes the guy we think he's going to be, his price is going to be way too high. We'll never be able to pay him. Jacob Mizorowski is a prime example. Like
Okay.
that guy is phenomenal. He threw 104 in game 2. Came out of the bullpen 104. Look,
Holy crap.
like he threw like 51 pitches and 37 over 100 miles an hour. That guy will be a Brewer, but when his contract ends, the Brewers will not have enough money in their organization to pay him. It's just the reality.
How do the Brewers get more money?
They
I mean,
have.
how does
I
that?
mean, you have to have an owner that wants to spend the
I
money.
mean, for God's sakes, they're charging $14 a beer. I know they got overhead and people to pay, but
But
come on now.
the
We're
the
in
Yan-
Milwaukee. The beer literally flows out of the Milwaukee River.
The Yankees, the Mets, the Dodgers have owners that have that kind of money to have $330 million
But
payroll,
the owners,
but it's because of the money they're bringing in. I mean,
so we just got to figure out how. I mean, you probably have to look at like the market too.
yeah, I
I
mean,
mean,
we're a
if you got
small
the
market. We're a small
We are
market
small.
team.
We've said that in Wisconsin. I mean, we talk about with the Packers all the time. Aaron Rodgers said it so eloquently, is like Green Bay isn't exactly a vacation destination, so
Yeah.
they're coming to see me. Everybody was a little pissed about it, but it's kind of the truth. I mean, who do we just get from the Cowboys? that loves coming up here to Green Bay, and he loved it. He goes,
Micah
"There's no
Parsons.
distraction. There's no strippers. There's no. I mean, there is strippers. He's just not going to the right towns. But there's no
He's
distractions that
not
you
in
get
Dallas
in the
media.
bigger city."
I mean, the most he's going to walk out of the stadium maybe in the summer from practice, and there might be a guy across the street just mowing his lawn.
Well, truly, because they are.
He might have a
Or
beer
you're
in his
gonna.
hand.
I mean, you get to ride a kid's bike. I mean,
Yeah.
that's kind of fun. I mean,
So,
yeah, truly, yeah, mowing their
so
lawn because
there
they
are
live
some of
right
our
there.
baseball surprises going to the
Okay,
playoffs.
those are some good surprises. I hope the Brewers. We'll see what the Brewers do.
Yeah.
I'm glad next week we're going to know. I mean, we'll have this series done. We'll know where they're going. They're going to be They'll be in the second game of the next series next
Yep.
week. Correct?
They
Yeah.
play Monday,
Okay.
Tuesday if they make it through
Mhm.
the NLDS, which
I know. We got to figure out when we can go. You need
yeah.
to talk to your boss about the getting off
Yeah,
for
I
one of
don't.
those
It's
days.
probably unfortunately it's not going to happen, but it's okay.
You're just saying that so you don't cry at night over it. You're just saying
My
that.
brother's going to a Brewers game next week.
He's a liar. Which brother?
Andrew, he told me he's going on two. He just texted me. He goes, "Guess where I'm going?" He says, "I'm like,
No, he's not. Who's he going with?
I don't know. I didn't ask. He's going next Tuesday." He says if they win, he said, "I'll take a picture just so you can at least so I can."
Oh, I'd say I want a picture too.
All right.
Let's bet him $100, but he only pays us.
All right. What's your segment this week? You've had two
Okay,
weeks to prep this up.
2 weeks to prep it. I had it ready last week. I had it ready to go.
Yeah.
I had it ready to go, Mister. I'm falling asleep at the microphone. Okay, here we go.
Tired.
Okay, okay. So first of all, I have to make some corrections.
Oh, so
I'm going to
it's not
correct
ready to
myself.
go.
Well, where'd my sheet go?
Oh, well.
I have to make some corrections. The week before, I had made a statement about Michael Jordan. What is the only other number Michael Jordan wore? And you had guessed 45. 23 was when he was with the Bulls. You had said 45, and I had said, wrong. He wore 12 when his jersey got stolen. I'm correcting. Michael Jordan's actually worn 4 numbers.
Oh.
23
Yep.
with the Bulls. Then, and he did wear 12 then because his jersey got stolen.
Yep.
45 with the Wizards was he with? Okay, you're right. Guess what number he wore when he was in the Olympics?
6.
Oh, upside down, 9.
I was 9.
So he wore 4 numbers. So I just had to correct myself because I didn't want anybody, because my point is to educate.
Yeah.
And if anybody took that and then they're playing trivia with their friends, they're going to look like idiots now. So I hope they come back and
Or they
listen to
could
this.
they could always just trust that I have the right answer.
That's not true. That's not true at all. At all. Okay. So in the spirit of baseball,
Yep.
I got to bring this up. I last week had a baseball themed mom segment. So my segment's baseball themed. Oh, it's called, I don't remember why I called it this. Okay, because it's going to be questions to see how smart you are. It's called Swing and Miss. Swing, batter, batter, batter. Oh, we got a rally cap on.
I'm locked in.
All right, well, I'm going to ask you a series of questions over the next several minutes, and you are going to have to answer these questions correctly, or every time you answer one wrong, you don't get a Christmas gift.
Okay. All right.
From your dad. He's probably got you locked in for a couple years anyway, so. Okay, ready?
Yep.
First question. How many innings was the longest MLB game?
Ooh. Spanned it over 2 days, I think. It's in the 20s. Is it 22? Yeah. Was it
26. I didn't know it went over 2 days. And it was 19.
Was it the White Sox in the? Does it have to? Are the Rockies in it?
The Rockies are an expansion team.
My bad. Okay.
1920.
Oh, it was 1920?
Yeah, it was 1920. You said this happened in 1920. 1920 it was. Brooklyn Dodgers Boston Braves.
Interesting.
Aren't those interesting? That they became the LA Dodgers and the Milwaukee Braves, and then didn't they move out to the West Coast
Atlanta.
and just become the Braves?
Now the Atlanta
Must be the
Braves are on the
Boston Red
Atlanta's kind of on the
Sox.
East Coast, but good, good, good try.
Well, whatever. And get this, after 26 innings, it ended in a 1-1 tie due to darkness.
Ooh. Just kidding.
Ooh, doesn't say it went over 2 days though. Okay, so you're wrong. Now you'll know something smart though.
This is why. This is why, and this is just because I want to. What was your question? Can you repeat your question again?
What are we doing here, Jeopardy? How many innings was the longest MLB game?
Okay, good to know. I'm glad. I just want to make sure you specified longest MLB game.
Yeah.
And I had originally guessed 23 or 21, 23. I forgot which one. The longest professional baseball game was a 33 inning minor league game between the Pawtucket Red Sox and the Rochester Red Wings on April 18th in 1981. It lasted 8 hours and 25 minutes. And that
Torture.
was the game was suspended after 32 innings at 4:09 a.m. on Easter Sunday due to a curfew rule that was not properly followed. So that one was 2 days long.
Oh my
So,
gosh, that's good to know. Okay, my fact's better, but that one is good.
yeah. So,
Curfew rule. That's
but
hilarious.
hey, you know what's crazy?
Tell
So
me.
this Brooklyn, I'm looking up now. This Brooklyn Robins and Boston Braves game
Yeah.
was, it.
Brooklyn Dodgers.
No, it's the Brooklyn Robins.
Oh, that you looked up?
No, the longest Major League Baseball game was the 19 and 26 inning 1-1 tie between the Brooklyn Robins and the Boston Braves on May 1st, 1920. It ended in a tie. It was called due to darkness. They played
Yeah,
20.
that's what I.
They played 26 innings in 3 hours and 50 minutes.
Is that? That's what I was wondering when it
They're
says due to
freaking
darkness.
cruising.
They were hauling,
Yeah.
which really sucks. But I have Brooklyn Dodgers, so I definitely would check your AI source there.
All right. All right.
I think mine has to be right because I'm older and I'm mom and I've been around longer. So
Yeah. You
okay.
probably. Yeah.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
I haven't even gotten. I have like
Well,
20
it's the Brooklyn
questions.
Robins, not Brooklyn.
That's
Okay. So
stupid. What a
Brooklyn.
dumb name. Can't we just keep it the Brooklyn Dodgers?
Well, they became the Brooklyn Dodgers, so maybe that's what.
Well, there we go. The Brooklyn Robins. Who names it after the robin? Even though that's our state bird, that's a dumb bird.
Yeah. What's the next?
The robins run into our windows, and I don't even have clean windows, and they'll run into the window.
What's the next
Whatever.
question, mother?
Okay. The next question, ironically, is how long was the shortest game ever recorded in MLB history?
Like shortest game is inning wise or time wise?
Time.
51 minutes.
How do you know that? You know that. You have it in front of you. You
Nope.
cheated.
Don't have it in front of me at all.
It is. It's 51 minutes. How did you know that?
Took a guess.
You're a liar. Guess who it's between? Stave Puff Marshmallow Man.
I don't know, but I'm gonna take a guess that it happened probably in like 1919.
You're so full of crap. You got it right in front of you.
I
You're a
did.
cheater.
I did. I didn't see. I saw it while I was looking up the longest game because it said the longest game, and then here's the shortest game. So I felt
You're so full of crap. New York Giants versus the Philadelphia Phillies, 1919. Good
nice.
job, Willie T.
Thank
Okay, next question. Who was the first black player in professional baseball?
you. You want me to say Jackie Robinson? It's not Jackie Robinson.
You're smart. Who is
Don't.
it?
I don't know who it is, but I just can picture the scene in Little Big League when the grandpa and him are on the front porch and he asks this question. I don't know it. I really don't know.
Okay, so you know part of it. Jackie Robinson broke the color barrier in 1947,
Yep.
but the first black player in professional baseball before MLB existed was Bud Fowler in
Yep.
1870.
Yep.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Mm. Didn't say what I didn't break down what team he played for. Okay. All right. In 2001, okay, put your
Yep.
thinking cap on because you would have been 2 years old.
2001.
In 2000, and you were watching baseball at
George
this
Bush
age.
was the only president to throw out a first pitch at two stadiums in the same year.
He's cool. George. He also liked to play wiffle ball. Okay, just listen to my question. In 2001, Randy Johnson's fastball
Killed a
hit.
bird in spring training.
Stop it. Hit. Fastball hit caused what to explode?
A bird.
Yes.
That's an easy.
During spring training, Johnson threw a 100-mile-per-hour pitch that accidentally hit a dove, the peace bird, in mid-flight. The bird literally exploded with feathers going all over the place.
Yep. Have you seen the video?
That is nasty. Okay.
It's not that nasty, actually, the video.
Well, the video isn't in high definition, so
True.
it'll be nasty in high def.
True.
Okay. Which team was invaded by a cat during their game in 2021?
A cat during their game. I feel like I remember this, but I don't know who it was. Like I think it's some odd team, so I want to say the Washington Nationals.
Oh, that's such a dumb team name. No, it was the Mets.
Oh, okay.
A cat invasion at Citi Field in 2021. The stray cat sprinted across the field during a Mets game and refused to be caught for several minutes. The crowd went nuts. You know, with all the money the Mets have on the payroll, maybe they ought to put up higher fences or put up some litter boxes, keep the cats off the field.
I can see how the cat got in there. I was at Citi Field this year. I could see how the cat got in.
Can you?
Maybe
they ought to do better security then. Put a moat with some alligators. Get Donnie to build it. Okay, next question. What body part did Jose Canseco use for a home run?
Oh, it hit off his head.
Nice job. It was called the head home run in 1993.
Yeah.
Fly ball bounced off Canseco's head and went over the fence for a home run.
Yep.
Okay. How long did it take Bartolo Colon's, I'm saying that really wrong, to run the bases in his one and only home run?
Oh, and it happened in San Diego.
San Diego, you could say it happened in Milwaukee.
No, it did
Who knows
happen in
where
San
it happened?
Diego. He pulled down the left
Okay.
line. I want to say. See, the problem is I don't know what an average time is to run around the bases.
William, you should know this stuff. You're a baseball nut.
Probably did it take him over 2 minutes?
It'd be awesome if it did. He'd be doing somersaults. No.
46 seconds. I feel like that was my original thought, but I think 46 seconds is too quick.
Well, it'd be surprising how fast these guys run around the bases. It took him 30 seconds.
Oh, wow.
He joyfully slow jogged around the bases at almost 30 seconds.
No, I don't know how quickly they take it. I'll time it next time. I'll time it tomorrow if somebody hits a home run. Boom. Stopwatch.
Yeah, well, really, I agree. I thought 30 seconds was kind of fast, but then I thought about how fast these guys run around that, yeah, I guess that's the slowest.
Not that far.
Anyway,
I mean, it's not that.
It was slow for him because it was his one and only. And he was known for his size and his awkward batting.
Oh, yeah, he's a big boy.
And that was at age 42, so it was almost like one of those angels in the outfield kind of thing. Yeah. Okay. Next question. How many no-hitters did Nolan Ryan throw?
Ooh. Don't know this one off the top. 6?
Oh, good guess. 7 no-hitters. More than any other pitcher in history, and he also holds the record for the most walks allowed.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. How many stitches does a baseball have?
162.
Wow, good guess. No, wrong. 108. I can tell you it's a good guess. Otherwise, I have to give you 5 positive things, so I always have to give you a participation ribbon.
I appreciate it. Stay positive.
Well, I know it gets us nowhere in life. 108 stitches. And then it read, and I think this is BS in this day and age, they're always stitched by hand with red thread. To crap they are. Like anybody sitting there, I worked in a sewing factory for 2 weeks. I would have been like, screw it. This one has 107. It's fine.
See you later.
Yeah, who cares? They're going to hit it. It's going to explode in a dove anyways. Okay. Next and final question. What year did the first televised MLB game air?
20, I don't know. When did they have TVs? Probably the first presidential debate was in the 60s, so baseball probably had to be around then. And I have
Showing your age, Bill. You're showing your age.
I have
Hey, you got to guess.
I know I'm trying to just not go like 1936.
It's somewhere between 1920 and 2020.
I'm gonna go with like 1934.
Oh my gosh. Great guess, Will. Wrong. 1939. Guess who it was between?
Probably like the Brooklyn Dodgers and somebody.
Totally. I thought you were going to be a smarty pants
Probably
saying
the
Brooklyn Robins.
Brooklyn Dodgers and the New York Giants.
Nope, Cincinnati Reds.
Ah, interesting.
1939. But you want to know why I was laughing? Because when I first read it, I was slightly dyslexic and I put 1993. And I'm reading it. I'm like, well, God, you're kidding me. I know I watched baseball on. And I'm like, well, no, I guess I always listened to it with my grandma. It was 1939. I had it backwards. I had to double check that. I'm like, 1993, that would be really, that'd be stupid. But then I thought there was just something like they just didn't air them. So, okay. And then the little fun fact, just to add a little fun, the Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, New York was inspired by a myth. You know, you and I talked about this. The Baseball Hall of Fame is there, and we're wondering why. And it was myth that it was invented there by Abner Doubleday. Talk about a name. But they said that my fact checker in AI said that it actually evolved from an older game called Bat and Ball.
What a name. Wow.
Isn't it
We're going to go play bat and ball.
You're going to play bat and ball.
I made the bat and ball team this year.
Let's go watch the National Bat Ball League. Yeah, so apparently that's a myth, but who knows? I like the story that it's real. I like to know why it's in Cooperstown, and I think saying that that's the birthplace of baseball is better than saying it's a myth. So to that. Thank you very much. That's all I got today.
Beautiful.
That's all I got today. That was 2 weeks. Whew. Fun facts.
Beautiful. Okay. That was good. That was good trivia. I didn't know some of that stuff. I learned something today.
You did. You learned. You did learn quite a bit.
I appreciate it. Well,
I wonder how fast I could run around the bases. You got to do that when you were little on baseball, on the Brewers. That was
I've run around the bases plenty of times in my life.
You're part of the Brew Crew Club?
Brew Crew.
We had to wait in line.
Yep.
I think I was holding Tyler because he was probably like trying to run his head into a brick wall. But you and Andrew got to run the bases with Dad.
Good.
Memories. Okay, let's go. Next.
I didn't bring a piece of paper. Don't have picks. Didn't think about it. So we'll just
Can we talk about Sunshine's play? And then we can maybe do picks. Did you watch the game on Monday night?
No, I watched the Brewers game on Monday night.
Well, we were watching.
Oh, you want to talk about Trevor Lawrence's
Sunshine?
game?
Yeah, did you see his play at the end? I mean, talk about an upset.
Fall down, break a tackle.
Sunshine. He did so good. He broke that, and then he ran in for the touchdown.
Yeah,
and he said why he did all that, but it ended up great. I love it that the Chiefs lost, but your brother Tyler, he still has to buy back in. That's who he picked.
Good, because his name says Will Sucks. I hope he loses.
He'll buy back in.
Me and you, took home the W.
Vikings. Yeah, thank God I'm done with the Vikings. I don't want to pick them again. I had to get it out early.
Get it? We made it.
Yeah, but all the other ones, I think Detroit. Did they lose or were they winning?
Arizona was the big one that dropped a lot of people because they should have won that game. Lost 22-21, but a guy on a 73-yard touchdown run dropped the ball before he crossed the goal line and fumbled it and didn't count. That guy lost me in fantasy this week because I would have won if that touchdown counted. So
loser.
But
that guy's a loser.
Yep.
Well, there was another big upset. Who was the other upset? Was it the Lions?
Denver beat Philadelphia.
No.
I don't know. No. You'll have to look and tell us next week.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll have picks next week. We'll be back in the swing of things. But for the sake of time, sake of our viewers and the sake of Will did not come prepared with games to pick,
That's the biggest sake.
we're gonna watch the MLB playoffs instead this week. Go
Yes.
Brewers. And
Go Brewers.
And watching another episode of Bleacher Talk.
See ya.